my word, it's time. Row. You can probably hear the gas soundtrack in the background a little bit. It's only one of the best songs ever to be made ever. Virgin Islands by Eric Serra. Don't even get me started. I'm gonna turn it down though because this is the Minecraft stream, not the Virgin Islands Le Grand Blue stream. However, I would love to just sit and absorb that movie with somebody who's like-mindedly enjoying. And of course, that thing is happening where I'm thinking about the idea of smoking, and so my body is like, you want to smoke, that means you have to take a shit, right? You really gotta poop now. So I'm gonna do that real quick. 1 second. really, really love to remove this part of smoking because this part is never fun. Like, why do I have to? And now I sit back down, and my body's like, just kidding. You need to go back. It's time to continue pooping. I don't want to. I don't want to. I really don't. Maybe I don't have to. I gotta give myself a second. It's like it ejects it. I know that I don't need to poop that bad. This is how the stream is starting. This is the start of the stream. I should have just like thought about smoking, made myself have to poop, and then started the stream. But now we're already here. We're already here. You know. Oh man. I think I gotta go back to the bathroom. Fucking fuck. I'll be back. All right, let's try to think positively here, okay? let me try to think positively. Yes, this is really frustrating, but I have to poop every single time. We've been streaming for 10 minutes, and nothing has happened because I've needed to use the bathroom. But let's think about it like this. Some people have a hard time pooping. Some people do. Some people really have like constipation crazy. I have an infinite constipation like glitch. All I have to do is heavily consider the idea of smoking. I don't have to smoke. All I have to do is heavily consider it and think, maybe I might smoke. And then all of a sudden, my bowels just flush. It's wild. It's purely mental. There's nothing physical about it because I don't have to smell it. The weed doesn't have to enter my system at all. All I have to do is think about it. Think about smoking. And it's over. It's over. And I find that astonishing. I'm not alone in this. You can look it up. There's a lot of people who go through this experience. But I find it very interesting. So, anyway, let us actually freaking smoke. Now, as I light this, it's also Halloween, which is the one day of the year that I allow myself to eat processed goober candy, which I fucking love candy. I've got a little bit of a crazy, I wouldn't say I have an addiction because that's bad manifestation. I would say that I like it a little more than I would like to like it. I think that's a better way of saying it. There's an amount that would be healthy to like it, and the amount that I like it is not healthy. It's not that at all. Anyway, let's smoke and enjoy our processed, made-up fruits. I have a joint this time instead of a bong. Things have been good. I feel like a lot of times I play and I get on this stream and I feel a little frustrated with how I've been handling my life. But at the current moment, I'm not too mad. I'm not too frustrated. I think that I could always be doing better, of course, because that's always the case. But I think that given the circumstances, I've been doing pretty alright. Pretty alright. I think if I were to be graded on how I'm living my life right now, F being fucking everybody over, fucking myself over, like about to kill somebody, kill myself. And if D is like going through like pointless cycles of regret and suffering, but like not killing anybody or killing yourself. And then C is like doing the bare minimum, you know? And then B is doing like not the bare minimum, actually trying decently hard. And A is like giving it your best shot, you know? Like no matter what. I would say I'm getting an A minus. Yeah, I think I would say I'm giving it an A minus. Like there's moments where like I feel the procrastination bug, but aside from those moments, and I try not to let it last more than a day or so. Aside from those moments, I would say I'm pretty solidly giving it a my best shot, like the majority of the time. There's more to do and there's more to go, but like I'm not mad. I'm not mad at my progress. I am doing the things. I'm doing what's necessary. Trying is the effort. And not stopping trying, continuing to try, no matter what. Never ceasing. had this candy saved in like a drawer for like 2.5 or so. I think, like, honestly, when did I get these? I got these August, September, October. Dude, 3 months I've had these sitting. So I'm like halfway through the year, I was like, you know what, dude, like, I can't keep like buying and eating this fucking candy. It's not a habit that I want to keep. But I'll let myself do it once a year. Yeah, I don't care about that. Not day is today. Not my birthday. Not my birthday. Halloween. It's literally the candy day. Not my birthday. But I think today I need to make a change because I just realized it now, and I think I'm gonna put the foot down now. I've replaced candy. I've stopped eating like processed candies and sugars and whatnot, and I won't go to the store and pick up a bag of Doritos because that's just too much. I won't like I basically made it so that anything that has some bullshit ingredient like red 40 or any of the fucking colors with numbers next to them, that shit, like, there's no excuse for me to be eating that shit. Like, if I accidentally eat one and somebody fucking gave me like a handful and I'm like in a rush or whatever, I'm like, whatever. But like going to the store and buying that shit, eating it, and just like bringing it home and just snacking all night, like, no. That's so bad. But I've been letting myself slip on like pastries. Because pastries, it's like, in my mind, like, obviously, if you're on the other side, you're like, okay, obviously pastries is like a no-no. But they cross that thin line where you can find pastries that don't have the yellow 40 or the 5s or the colors or whatever. They still got some other stuff in it, but like less. You can find some that are like that, and I'll get a whole bunch and I'll just start eating them. I don't mean like normal eating. Like, bro, yesterday, admitting a little, it's being vulnerable right now. I ate like in one sitting, and I didn't feel sick or nothing from it. I'm the next day has passed. I'm fine. I don't know how it affected me or what negative thing that it did to me, but I haven't seen it yet. But I had like 2 donuts, 5 pieces of cakes, 2 cupcakes, a whole like dessert cookie, and a few pieces of like little snacky little candy things. Not like the processed kind, like one of those basic, I think it's like a coffee thing. It's like some candy made out of 3 things, and it's made it taste like coffee, but it's definitely got sugar in it. Basically, I just ate a whole bunch of sweet things, and I just kept eating. It's weird. Like, I was going to this event, and I was like, I'm gonna eat a bowl of chili, or not chili, stew, before I go to this party. That way I'm not hungry, and I won't just like overindulge in like snacks, you know? But if you're not hungry, you're not gonna eat the snacks, right? Well, I ate that bowl of chili. I went to that party, and I just started munching them things down. I also ate like 2 to 3 slices of pizza with that. Like, oh my goodness. That's why I went to the gym today. I didn't want to go, but my partner was like, "We're going to the gym because you said that you wanted to work out more," which is true. But like, I don't know. I did all that, and I didn't have any effects, and something just didn't feel right about it. You know, like by the end of the day, I was like, I should be feeling something. But I've been doing my best to keep my body like generally clean. I drink a lot of water. It's like absolute no on sodas, absolute no on like heavy sugary drinks. Like, no, it's refusal at that point. I will drink alcohol like once or twice a week,
offers it to me, which is not common. I'd say like once a month, somebody offers me a shot. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll take it with you because I know I can handle it. But other than that, you know, my drinking palate stays fairly clean. So I think like me taking care of my body more has made it so that that kind of thing won't affect me as bad. But I know it's not a good thing. So I think I like first it was processed candies. Then I noticed I replaced it with like chips, and I had like I think like I ate a whole freaking bag of cheddar jalapeno Cheetos. Not like the small bag. I'm talking like the bag that's like a 6 inches tall. You know, one of those thick bags. And in one sitting, I just ate the whole thing. I just finished it off. It's weird. I'm not very big. To explain to you something, guys, when I wear belts, they can go over my waist almost always. You know, like the latches on a belt, and you're trying to get them into like the little holes, and there's usually like 6 or 7 rows. I always have to go to the last one, and even more than that, a lot of times I'll have to cut a hole in it and bring it there. Don't get me wrong, I like this. I am very on the super lean body type that I have. It's really cool. And I was eating them freaking cakes yesterday, and I was like, you know, I can definitely see that if I continue to eat like this, my body type could very quickly leave the one that I'm at. And I don't want to have to, you know? Like, if it happens, then it happens. But I don't have to contribute to it, if you know what I mean. So, I know that my diet has to change. But yeah, I ate one of those big bags of cheddar jalapeno Cheetos. I felt really weird after. Everything was fine. Day went to normal. But after that, I by halfway through the bag, and I've still finished it after. But halfway through the bag, I was like, wait a second. I gave up candy because of all the processed stuff. But like, what the fuck is this made out of? What the fuck is a Cheeto? And I looked at the back of the bag and I was like horrified by the amount of ingredients that was in that thing. Half of them I couldn't pronounce, and then I saw it, and I saw all the yellow 5s and the green 10s or whatever the fuck. And I was like, bruh, this is literally the exact same thing as the candy. It's just not sweet. Sweet is the thing that you want. You're literally eating a thing that you don't want, and it's got just as bad stuff. You ate a whole fucking bag of it, dude. And I'm like, bruh. So at that point, I was like, okay, processed chips are done. But lately, I've noticed I've started gravitating towards pastries, and I've been letting it slide. I've been letting it slide for like a month because I didn't want to get rid of it. I was like, deep within my mind, my ego was like, no, not this one thing. Leave us with this one thing, please. And nah, I think I'm gonna have to cut that out because I've been buying them. I've been spending money on it every now and then. The other day, I'm like shopping, grocery shopping. I'm like, I'm already spending money. Might as fucking well. And then I grab myself like one thing, but that one thing will be a gigantic 16-pack of Rice Krispies that are labeled like kettle style or something like that. It was a version of Rice Krispies that had like 1/3 of the ingredients. So I was like, okay, it's not that bad. It's not like the best thing in the world, but it's not as bad as the other one. So I got them things, and then I ate like 8 of them in one sitting. And I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Here's the thing. This is the thing. I talked to a lot of people about this, and a lot of people start to get sick around like 2 or 3. They like don't have something in their bodies. It just doesn't agree with it the same way that mine does, and I don't get that feeling, dude. When I was a kid, I would go to like Halloween nights like this, and like I'm gonna eat like this couple little candies today. I'm gonna like splurge a little bit. I'm not gonna go crazy like how I would as a kid, but I'm not gonna say no today. I'm not buying anything though. Yeah, as a kid, I could eat like entire bags, like a whole grocery bag, like half the size of a grocery bag, full of candy, like to the brim, and sometimes more. Sometimes it really was like a grocery size bag, and I would just freaking eat them all. And I didn't get sick of it. The only thing that would happen is my tongue would get kind of raw if I ate too many sour candies, so I knew I had to space those out. I knew I had to, and sometimes I would keep going even when it did bleed. Even when it did, oh man, I was vile. I just wanted to taste that sugar so bad. I ate them things, man. I ate them. And like, it's hard. Like my negative experience with it has obviously been my teeth. That I paid for the candy. I had to stop that because I paid for that dearly. I'm gonna keep swishing water around while I'm doing this. I'm gonna wait 30 minutes after I'm done, and I'm gonna brush my teeth before I go to bed because there's no fucking way I'm going to bed with this shit on my teeth. I'm gonna spend extra long swishing around in my mouth. Like, I don't care. Because the shit that I've had to go through from my fucking teeth, man. Ooh. It's a little melodramatic. It's melodramatic for sure. What the fuck? I was given a candy, this Japanese candy, and I just bit into it, and the texture is so odd. What the fuck? Ooh. Okay, relax. Ooh, I don't know if I want to eat that. I'm gonna put that down. Wow. It was candy, all right. It was sweet, but that thing had the texture of meat. Like, I've never tasted a candy that had that texture, and I really don't like it. It felt like meat, but it tasted like candy, so I was still able to eat it because it was sweet. That's the thing. If it's sweet, I don't care how much I swallow it. I like that better. I'm eating a fruit roll up now. But yeah, that's what I had to pay for. But I don't want to find out what I'm gonna have to pay for if I overdo it on pastries. Because pastries are nice and soft. They don't fuck with your teeth that much. You drink water and you're good. But I don't want to find out what happens if I go too crazy on those. So I think today I'm gonna stop. Can't do it no more. Can't do it no more. Well, how am I gonna do this? No buying them. All right, that's a rule. I'm not buying pastries for myself. If somebody's like, go to the store and get me this, that's different. But like, I am not going to buy pastries for myself or people in my. Or yeah, I can buy pastries for other people, but I can't eat it. If I buy the pastry, I cannot eat it. All right, that's a rule. about special occasions. There's holidays. Um, Special occasions. Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal on a special occasion. Like on an actual special occasion, not a weekly thing. It's got to be like max twice a month. On special occasions, you can have some pastries. On holidays, you can have some pastries. But the rest of the days, like, refuse them unless you're literally like you're genuinely starving. If you have another option, eat the other option. Give it to other people. It's all right. I mean, think about it. We done had a lot of fucking pastries, man. Especially in the last like couple of months. We've been having a lot of pastries. So I think you've had enough. You can relax. Don't worry, it's not never, but like you gotta relax this way. It's definitely worth the wait though, for sure. Yeah. You just watched me make a deciding life change. I like to make these things quick, you know. It's like sometimes I'll like think about it and linger on it, but after not very long, I'll usually come to a decision. I'll be like, okay, in order to have like a change in our reality, we need to had to some habits that we need to change that are worthwhile. If they're important, I change them on the dot. If they're a little lax like this one, I let it go for a little bit. But this one's stopping. This one's stopping now. Trying to work on the scrolling thing. I'm getting better at it, but I have lapses in the scrolling. It's a big deal, but I'll work on it. The balance of being able to message people on these apps and not like spending excess time just like scrolling on the main page, you know. That seems like a hard and difficult balance, but it's possible. So if it's possible, then that's what you should do. I haven't done anything, have I? How long have we been recording? 34 minutes streaming? Dude, this is just the Jaden Yap sesh now. This is just what we do. We get on here, we yap, and we walk around our base. I've made a great yapping base, though. I mean, look at it. I thoroughly enjoy this. I just need to finish it. There's so much work to be done. But so far, this is an excellent. Like, it's perfect as is, and it's going to continue to be perfect. And it was perfect in the past too. It's always very good for that. You know, I think I've had like one or two since the start of this, like 2 years ago. I think I have actually had one or two dreams where I've like IRL been inside this place, like this space that we built. Like I think in one of the dreams I was like, yeah, let me go activate it. I think in one of the dreams it would look kind of like this, and the sun was kind of like over there. Let's see. It was over here. The sun was up further than that, but the sun was like over here, and I was coming out of like the ground here or something, and like I was kind of like peeking around this way, looking, and for some reason it looked different. Like there was like a skeleton over there, like a statue of a skeleton and whatnot, and it was reversed. Was it reversed or was it over here? Anyway, do we even want to do anything? Maybe today we want to just sit here and yap. I don't know. We can do whatever we want. What did we do last time? I think we keep trying to make an enemy system, and we just need to like do like a bunch of quests. Maybe I need to do the deep storage unit quest. Maybe that's it. I feel like that would. Wait a minute. Is the deep storage unit the one that requires like a million gajillion cobblestone? Happy Halloween, guys. It's spooky time. Get spooky. You got two options here. You can be a saint, or you can be a Grinch. Those are your two choices. Choose wisely. So what's it gonna be? Huh? A saint? Or a Grinch?